All right. Well, welcome to another session of $5 in the world. It's late and it's live, but I wanted to get it done as part of this weekend. Um, Friday night was so busy, had a lot of things going on, and Saturday, same thing. And I just got this chapter rewritten today, and I wanted to get it out here onto the channel because this is one of the ways you're kind of my accountability partners here on this channel. And this is my $5 in the world book project, sayings and expressions and life stories from my dad's life and his impact on my life and those around him. And I'm looking forward to reading this story to you. It's based on an attitude he had about getting out of the status quo. A situation isn't working the way you want it to, or your life isn't where you want it to be. What are you going to do? How are you going to fix it? Are you going to try? Are you just going to keep, you know, are you going to be resigned to your fate, so to speak? Now, I mean, there's a big difference between acceptance of life's realities and a resignation to a circumstance. I think that radically different things. So did my dad. So my dad had this expression he would use if you were kind of stuck and you were just kind of hoping it would get better, but didn't really have a plan for making it get better, which isn't really hope at all. It's just again, it's just a fancy way of being resigned to it. And he would just say, "Look, you got to kill this or cure it." And when he was talking about it, it's either you gotta think of some way to make it better, or you just gotta get it out of your life. Like move on to another plan, move on to another relationship, move on to another business venture, move on to a different business vendor, whatever it was. If it was chronically an issue, holding you back or disrupting your life, or just there was a dissatisfaction, kill it or cure it. Make it better or make it replace it. And it just created a certain dynamic to looking at life situations that would keep you from just settling. Again, status quo is good, it's good. But if it isn't, what are you going to do to shake yourself up enough to make a change? So that's the name of this chapter is kill it or cure it. And this is how it goes. So much of what happens or doesn't happen in life depends on momentum. Our dad witnessed people miss more opportunities due to indecision than to lack of resources. He understood that success requires a high level of decisiveness and action. Ideas without any implementation wither away or the moment passes. There are real costs attached to waiting too long to make a decision to act. People will hold on to the familiar even after it ceased to be satisfying or fulfilling. How often have you heard the grumbling of dissatisfied people? Chances are they feel stuck in their circumstances. More often than not, feeling stuck is not the same thing as actually being stuck. The real source of their stagnation is indecision. Instead of taking actions to alter their situation, they will wait for it to get better, hope that it gets better. Hope is not a method for getting something changed. It is a mindset, a source of inspiration, but hope is not the energy source for actual change. That energy comes from resolution and an action in alignment with that resolve. Dad believed that clarity about our goals, supported with plans that supported the achievement of those goals, and taking the actions that implemented these goals was how people moved ahead with purpose. This is living with intention. Dad was a realist, and he knew that sometimes the best laid plans do not work as expected. He believed in his ability to adapt. The underlying clarity about our goals makes it possible to adjust the methods without losing the destination. But if the plan or the goal is no longer serving its purpose, then what should be done? Our desires can change over time. The methods we develop may stop being effective. A relationship we nurtured may stagnate. Anyways, any of these conditions can generate that sensation of feeling stuck. Waiting doesn't, without any intention or real expectation of change, lead to a deeper sense of stuckness. It is in this state of dissatisfaction that Dad's saying could prove useful. Kill it or cure it. A difficult situation can be salvaged, improved, even revitalized. For this to happen, we likely need to make adjustments. If we can cure the problem and make it fulfilling again, then we should. So often, feeling like we are in a rut is not due to the invalidation of the goal. It may be we lost a sense of clarity about why we wanted it in the first place. A reframing of our efforts can reinvigorate an idea or habit. Again, many of our situations can be cured with a different perspective, a new skill, more effort. On the other hand, some situations just need to be ended. Kill it. We can waste valuable time and lose dynamic momentum by waiting for something to improve on its own. We can wait too long to act because we want to believe comfortable familiarity is the same thing as contentment. It isn't, it's complacency. We can fear the outcome of change and resist making the moves that we know deep down we need to make. This expression takes away the option of the status quo. This formulation leads us to making the situation better, or we replace it with something else. It is a motivational message we can tell ourselves to make the tough call, to take the risk, to turn the page. Inertia is a powerful force in physics and in our lives. Things at rest tend to stay at rest, and things in motion tend to stay in motion. This premise, kill it or cure it, often offers us a remedy for the inertia that we allow to keep us from a life of fulfillment. This expression can help us resist the temptation to settle for less than what is possible. It is a rejection of the pursuit of comfort at the expense of growth and development. We desire to live a life of purpose and fulfillment, to feel like our lives matter. A dull acceptance of an uninspiring life can be shaken off with this dynamic approach to life. If I am regularly reviewing my life for alignment of my beliefs, actions, and goals, then I am less likely to feel stuck. If I commit myself to making any necessary changes to keep my dreams alive, I will not be swamped in dissatisfaction. We do not want to reach the end of our time on earth filled with disillusionment and regret. We possess way more agency in this life than we sometimes believe. We can make changes in our approaches to life, to our habits, to our peer group. If something or someone is not working out well for us, we can work to improve the situation or the relationship. We can also choose to leave, reject, or separate from a situation. What we must avoid is the temptation to wallow through a situation that is out of alignment with the life we desire. This mindset also helps us to break that sensation of overwhelm. Action is an antidote for overwhelm as well as for much of our anxiety. It is the indecision and inaction that makes our lives feel like they are too complicated and unmanageable. If we amend our lives as we maintain that momentum, we are unlikely to feel bogged down, indecisive. We can learn to put we can learn to not consider indecision as one of our options. We can focus our menu of options to choices about which action to take and not entertain the notion that being less than our best is a viable option. We are not promised tomorrow. We should not let situations drag on without any efforts to repair them, improve them, or drop them. By regularly refining our lives through improvement and change, we build a life filled with intentionality, purpose, and fulfillment. There is power in being aligned with our highest values. There is an aliveness to this. Do not let the status quo dictate your life when it isn't aligned with your values and goals. Make sure that the relationships you invest in are healthy and supportive of you and the life you're building. This is not a view that people and things are disposable or that people are only to be viewed as assets or liabilities. It is because people are and opportunities are so valuable that we need to be good at discerning what needs to be done to make ourselves better, to improve our relationships, to end toxic ones. The question to ask whenever you feel like something is no longer working well for you is, do I kill this or cure it? It will get you thinking and moving again. That is the chapters I've got it written so far. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And when you get a chance to watch this video, like and share the page if you would, or the channel, I should say, and see if we can grow this community a bit. I would like to have more on here if at all possible. I'm really thankful for everyone that does take the time to watch and listen and to comment. any one of them is appreciated. All three is really appreciated. I just thank you for this, and I look forward to getting a finished product out into the world before the end of 2026 or sometime in 2027 anyways. It is time. So, I'll be back next week with another revised chapter, and I look forward to that time already. Thanks for watching and listening and commenting and sharing and all the other good things I asked you to do, and, I'll see you again next week.